Hey guys, welcome to JT's Vending Services LLC's YouTube channel / TikTok channel. Thank you guys for tuning in today. You guys already know what time it is. For those of you who already know about our channel and our YouTube channel, our TikTok and things like that, we mostly talk about personal finances from biblical principles. But in this episode, we do daily devotionals where we take a piece of our day and we devote it to God in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And that shape is with the day devotional. So this day devotional kind of hit home because I had an emotional outburst in light of still grieving from the loss of my daughter. I felt overwhelmed with so much at work today, my first week back, and I thought I was ready, but I had an emotional outburst, and I don't think it wasn't disrespectful, like violent outbursts. Everybody see my side and they think I just start fighting. No, I was so fed up with so much, and I was trying to suppress it and just forget about it, and it just came out and I want to thank my supervisor. We'll call her L. She's a great supervisor. She'll go down in history for me as an actual leader that I enjoy following. She is an actual leader. She talked me through the situation and things that was going on, and she kind of helped me and coached me through it. And that's one reason I chose to go work for this company, was because of her. And her leadership style. And anyway, she helped me today. So I want to apologize to her if she ever sees this. I apologize. Thank you for helping me with my emotions today. And I truly apologize from the bottom of my heart. Please charge it to my head, not my heart. I'm in this walk with Christ, trying to be better. And, a lot of times my emotions and stuff just kind of bubbles over. And, I'm human. It happens. So, again, my supervisor, you're great. Thank you so much for the support that you have offered the team. And I was excited to go back to work because my team was there. And I love working with the people I work with. I love the company. So, anyway, with that being said, this day devotional is entitled, when I opened it up, it was entitled, True to Your Inner Convictions. And I thought that was fitting for what happened to me today. Not what happened to me, how I responded today to a situation. So let's jump right in real quick. This day devotional is entitled, like I said, True to Your Inner Convictions. And Paul, earnestly looking at the council, said, Men and brothers, I have lived in all good conscience before God until this day. That's Acts chapter 23, verse 1. So after his arrest, Paul, a Jew and a Roman citizen, stood before the Sanhedrin, which is full of chief Pharisees and people like that, to plead his case. With a clear and good conscience, the apostle declared his commitment to God, his fervent determination to serve and please him, and his faultless life even before his conversion to Christ. Before Jesus, Paul lived according to the Jewish law and ordinances and remained true to those teachings. He was void of hypocrisy or dishonesty and acted from his own conscience. After Paul's conversion, he was a warrior of Christ, resolute to serve the Lord with all holiness and zeal, ever mindful of his call to God and service to others. The word conscience comes from a Latin word that means what one knows with oneself. The conscience is an inner faculty that decides the moral quality of your thoughts, words, and actions. Our consciences are seared with remorse when we do wrong, and endowed with peace and satisfaction when we choose to do right. All of us must live with our own consciences, whether good or bad. In other passages, Paul said, and in this I exercise myself to always have a conscience void of offense toward God and toward men. That's in Acts chapter 24, verse 16, if you want to go back and read for yourself. And it says, may we all do like Paul. So I have a quote real quick, and then I'll go into what happened to me. So a quote from Victor Hugo: conscience is God's presence in man. So food for thought, just after this day devotion is over, like we typically do, is just something to think about, is how does God work within our human conscience to align our own ideas of right and wrong with his. Charlie, can you keep it down, sweetheart? Thank you. I'll be done in a minute. So just think about that. And for a practical application is, when was the last time you felt God working through your conscience to change your attitude about a situation? How did you respond? So this is what happened to me today. Like I said, it's like so many emotions, so just anger and sadness and fear and just hurt and just a lot of emotions that happened today at work. And I responded, I just let it out. And my supervisor, she understood, she listened, and she I mean, like a true leader fashion, she talked it through with me, worked it out with me, and that was the biggest part of me. Just that what makes me want to work for her more is her ability to talk to people and to communicate directly. So I didn't handle it well, so I'm here now apologizing. And then when I get back to work, then I'll apologize to those who were there. But I'm striving to be a better human, a better follower of Christ, a better man of God, a better husband, father, and provider. And I fall short. But what I typically do, like I talked about in my last day devotional, was I recognize the sin. I recognize where I fell short and I messed up. And I ask for forgiveness for those who I crossed. I ask God to forgive me. And then Monday, I'm going to move on. And ask God to give me the wisdom and the ability to do the thing that he put me on this earth here to do. So I'm going to end with our prayer is, Father, help me follow my conscience. And if there is anything in my conscience that needs correcting, reveal it to me. I want my actions to align with the commands in your word daily. So may God add a blessing to the hearers and the doers of his word. And like I said, guys, you got to recognize, like when you're walking with Christ and you're trying to be better, God's not going to snap his finger and make you better. You have moments like I had today, instances where when you do something wrong or you say something wrong, you rectify it, you repent, and then you move forward. And you ask God. God will automatically give you the ability, the next opportunity to do better, to respond better. And my supervisor gave me some absolute great tips that I can use to apply to how to better communicate when I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm not perfect, but I'm doing the best that I know how. So with that being said, I want to read a passage out of Colossians chapter 3, verse 23. It came to me yesterday because I was working with a young man not working with him, but at Walmart getting some stuff, and he was young and just did not want to be at work. And I love going to work. I love serving others because when I'm working with my hands, I'm working for God to please him, not man. So it says, whatever you do, do it from your heart as something done for the Lord and not for people, knowing that you will receive your reward of an inheritance from the Lord. You serve the Lord Christ. Baruch Ato Adonai. So praise be to God that he has given me the ability to get up and do the thing and go serve and help and work with people to be able to provide. I just wanted to give you that message for tonight. It's Friday. I love you guys. Please be safe. Set a budget. Save some money. It's payday. Put some money up. I love you. Au revoir. A bientôt.